Top 5 reasons why women have sex besides pleasure. First, let's get the men out the way. Most men want to have sex because of pleasure. We just want to get a nut out, okay? It's just how God designed us. Now, the reason why I say most, because there is a small exception of men, which is the gigolos. The gigolos, they are only advertising mainly to unattractive women, meaning one, twos, and threes, and obese women, oversized women, because those types of women, they don't get approached often when it comes to handsome, in shape, wealthy men. They don't get offered that, okay? And if a man does decide to deal with an unattractive woman or an obese sized woman, it's because it's a fetish, but that's not something he wants to lock down for the rest of his life or something that he would want to do every night. That's why it's a small percentage. And as you can see, the male strip clubs, there's male strip clubs, but you don't see them as packed as you do when you see a women's strip club. Why is that? Because women are able to monetize it. So when it comes to men and women, let's get away with that equality. We are totally different, especially when it comes to sex. And that's why I want to be able to break this down, not necessarily to the guys my age and older, because we should already know this, but the young bulls coming up, they don't really understand this. And they're trying to figure it out what's going on, but they don't understand the nature of women. And this has been going on since the beginning of the time. Women always been able to have sex besides pleasure. They can do it for multiple reasons. And we're going to get into that in this top 5. Now, number 1, money. Women have been doing this since the beginning of the time, especially when it comes to prostitution, even in relationships. A woman will offer her body to a man that she finds attractive in all different kind of ways besides pleasure. Maybe she's attracted to the way he provides. He has a great lifestyle. Maybe he's handsome, whatever the case is. And she wants to be in a relationship with this person because he checks off everything on her list. When she lays down, especially if the sex ain't good, she will still be in that relationship. And you would say, oh, why? Because there's other reasons why she would be with him. Number 1, money. He's a provider. Also, look at prostitution. She will sit there and lay like a starfish, don't showing no type of thrill about it. She just hurry up, clock is ticking, do what you got to do so I can get my money and you can leave. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back on my life so I can get back to my lifestyle, going shopping, taking trips. This is why women always have been able to monetize their body. OnlyFans, right? Why are they able to do this? Because men will pay. It's been like this forever. Now it's just documented, and now we have the internet, which just unleashes it. But money, that's the number 1 reason why a woman can have sex besides pleasure. She doesn't care about getting her nut off. She would do whatever it takes so she can receive income. Another thing about a woman, she could lose her job. She don't even have to have a skill to go get a job. She doesn't have to have a retirement plan. She doesn't have to have all that. She can hit rock bottom. But one way she can always get back on top and get her money is sex. It has nothing to do with pleasure. Now, let's go on to number 2. Number 2, apology sex. A lot of women don't know how to hold themselves accountable. They know they did something wrong, and instead of apologizing and doing it right, because a lot of women just can't do that, accountability is like their kryptonite. It weakens them, so they will never admit it. They do this with their family, people at work that they work with, and they also do this in their relationship. So it's called makeup sex. Yeah, that's the old word, makeup sex. And instead of her saying, I'm sorry, baby, I know I messed up, I know I was wrong. No, she ain't doing all that. She would rather just go down there and lay down. Then she would give you her body for an apology. Makeup sex. Now, number 3, leverage. A lot of women leverage sex. This really happens normally in relationships. A lot of women will leverage their body on their mate, meaning they use it as a form of manipulation to get what they want. Oh, you didn't want to pay for this? Oh, I got this that you didn't want to take care of? No sex. Leveraging. Because women control access to sex. Are they right for doing that to their mate? No, they are wrong 100%. When y'all become in a relationship, especially when y'all married, y'all become one. Her body is his and his body is hers. And to be honest with you, for you guys out there, you need to cuff your nuts. When your woman tries to leverage sex on you, you need to be like, okay, so how long is this going to go for? It's going to go for 7 days? It's going to go for 8 days? Okay, you on your period, I'll let that slide. But you keep saying, no, I'm not trying to give you none. I'm tired. I've been working all day and all this stuff. Okay, cool. So if I go get it from somewhere else, are you going to be upset? Are you going to get mad at me? Right? You see what I mean? So, but that's what she's trying to do. You've been having sex and controlling your sex before her, and you can do it after her. Who the hell is she to dictate whether you have sex or not? But women will do that. And unfortunately, that happens normally in relationships. They love to leverage sex so they can get what they want. Men can't normally do that. And that's just what it is. Now, if you're in a relationship and that's happening to you, it's sad to say, but you kind of stuck. Because if you decide to cheat on her, now she want to divorce you and she going to sue your ass, the kingdom come. Okay, that's just how the game is played. But women normally do this. They bait and switch you. I guarantee you, if she would have told you in the beginning of your relationship, hey, after 3 years, I'm going to cut off sex. I guarantee you would have said, hold up, 3 years? You going to cut it off? Let's just end this relationship right now. But they don't do that. They want to lock you in because you are a provider, because you are a nice guy, because you always took care of her. She don't want to jeopardize that. She don't want to lose that. So what she ends up doing, she love bombs you like crazy, gives you everything you want, all the sex you want, all the hand jobs, blow jobs, all kind of crazy stuff. Got you hooked. 3-4 years later, kids done came out. Now she wants to hold it. That's leveraging sex on you. Now, number 4, you already know what this one is, the setup. A lot of women will set you up, meaning from the streets. A lot of women, if she finds out that you know so and so, and the reason why she knows them is because the guy she messing with, that's his op. He knows where you at. He knows the type of woman you like, so he sends her your way. She will sit there and lay down with you, don't care about her pleasure at all. She will make sure you're pleased and make sure she got a back door open, ready for somebody to come in and rob you or take your life, depending on the situation that you're in. The setup. A lot of women use sex to set you up. They're not doing it to get a nut off. They don't care about that. All they care about is let me lay down with this guy so I can get what I want for my team or for my man or for whoever she's associating with. She will do that to set you up. That's number 4, the setup chick. Now, number 5. This one's going to be real controversial, but I know it happens. The sperm jacker. The gene jacker, I should honestly say. The reason why she's laying down with you is because you fit the criteria, meaning your height, maybe your light skin or brown skin, maybe you got curly hair, good skin tone, good this, good that. She's basically picking you based off of your genes. This is how you know. As soon as the baby comes, she switches. Want to put you on child support. Now she wants a divorce. She got what she want from you. Her only goal was to get your seed. She didn't care about a family. She didn't care about raising a successful, strong family. All she cared about was jacking your seed. Keke Palmer went through that. She did to her baby father, the light-skinned dude. Come on. As soon as that seed came out, look how she started changing. The baby ain't even been here for longer than 3, 4, 5 years. And she on stage dancing with Usher and all that. Cool. She could do whatever she want to do. And at the end of the day, she was dealing with a beta male. He wasn't the leader. He wasn't the protector and the provider and all that stuff. She was the one that was out there doing all that. And to be honest with you, he should already known that from the start. That's why I don't even put all the blame on her when it comes to him, reaching out on social media, talking about why you dress a certain way. Bro, you should have known that when you first met her. You can't dictate what a woman do if you signed up for that. She's going to make the call. So if you can't get upset, player, and any of you guys that's in that situation, listen, just hold the L and get yourself out of that and build yourself up and make sure you are the one that's leading with your next relationship. But to go back to it, the gene collector, the sperm jacker, she jacked him for his sperm and now she flipped the script and now this man is out. Then she says that he abused her and all this other stuff. Man, listen, she didn't care about no relationship with him. And most women that's out there that's like that, that's exactly what they do. They only in it to get the DNA. They was never in it for a long-term committed relationship. They already knew was ending from the beginning. The sperm jacker. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear that, but I'm telling you, this is what's happening. She already has her mind made up. I'm going to raise this child by my own. I'm going to be a single mother. I don't need a man. I just need his sperm. Number 5, the sperm jacker. Hey, it is what it is, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that broke down. And ladies, I want you to understand this. I'm not saying this to shame you guys or to bash you. I'm just teaching young men. That's all I'm doing. I'm using to describe certain things to protect them. A lot of guys my age, 35 and plus, they already know this. But the young guys coming up, they don't know this. And I know you may be thinking, oh, they should learn on their own. Why? Why should they? There's certain things a person should learn on their own, but when it comes to relationships and dealing with women, they should always get a head start because a lot of them growing up didn't have that. A lot of young men didn't have fathers in their home. A lot of their uncles or cousins, they were supposed to be in that role, but maybe they had their own families to raise. So they couldn't actually guide that young man to be who he needs to be and to watch out for women. And another thing, man, all you young bulls, if your OGs ain't out here telling you how to deal with women, and they ain't trying to show you how to get some money and telling you how you need to be self-improving yourself, you need to cut that man off, man. Cut him off because they will lead you to destruction. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care if you go out here, now you got a baby mama, she putting you on child support because you didn't see the snake in the grass. Now you end up getting into a relationship with a woman because you fell in love with this woman, but she really never loved you, and you couldn't see the red flags because nobody warned you. The OGs had you out there doing dummy missions. All they cared about is their game. Having you out there on the block, moving work for them, moving pistols and guns and all this other stuff. For what? So he can get in a better position while your ass is locked up in jail? Get rid of them OGs who's not leading you in the right direction. Now, another thing I also want to talk about is this. A lot of people hitting me up in my DMs talking about, yo, Richie, yo, you talking about me, bro? How you going to talk about me? And a lot of you ladies getting upset. Listen, if the shoe don't fit, let it fly over your head. Don't let it build a nest on your head, the things I'm saying. All I'm doing is speaking the truth. What I talk about comes from 3 categories. My personal experience, which is a small percentage because the world doesn't operate on how I think. Okay, that's my experience. That's my anecdotal personal experience. That's very low IQ for me to project my personal experiences. So, but I do add it in there. So personal experience, the people that I talk to, their experience, which I consider them as a general aspect. And then number 3, data and statistics. I'm not even going to speak if I don't know it. I'm not even going to speak if I didn't do the research. So a lot of y'all getting upset talking about, oh, you doing personal attacks on me. Bro, I don't know none of y'all. I don't know your situation. I don't even focused on you. I'm focused on trying to equip these young bulls to come up. So if you feel convicted, if you feel like I'm saying something to you, that's not me. That's God. That's God convicting you. Maybe you're doing something wrong, that you can do something right. Maybe you're looking at your relationship right now like, damn, I am kind of going through. Don't look at that as a bad thing. Listen, one thing about the truth is not negative or positive. The truth is neutral. It's like money. Money is not positive or negative, but you can use money to do positive and you can use money to do negative. Same thing with the internet. You can use the internet to do positive and you can use the internet to do negative. The truth is the same thing. If the doctor came in the room and said you got stage 3 cancer, that's the truth. They have it on the radar, on the scan. You've seen it. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to do something negative, not worry about it? Are you going to say ignore it? You're just going to ignore it? The doctor came in the room and told you got stage 3 cancer. You're just going to ignore it? Or are you going to do what? What are the treatments? What are the steps I need to take so I can move on? So therefore, when you get better, that's a positive outcome opposed to dying, which is a negative outcome. The truth is neutral. So you can't be getting upset because the truth is being said. Just look at it like, what do I need to fix? God convicts me all the time. Every day I wake up, either I'm listening to a podcast or I'm walking through life and I experience certain things. I'm like, dang, that's God talking to me. He wants me to fix this. Don't nobody know my situation. Don't nobody know what I'm going through but him. So if I'm saying something that's on my spirit and I'm talking about a certain conversation and you feel like that's for you, don't look at it as a personal attack. I don't know you. That's just not what I'm doing. My only concern is to get the truth out because I understand this, that if you get the truth and now you have it, now you can determine what you want to do with it so you can get a better outcome. Only the truth can do that. Being real with yourself will always get you through a tough time than to be fake and not being true. It's better to be real and be true. That'll always get you through than to be fake and phony and you'll be struggling and you'll be stuck in that same over and over and over again. So if the shoe don't fit, please just let it fly over your head. If I have your exact measurements and what I'm saying, like I have you tailor made on the stuff I'm saying, that's God. That's not me. I don't know your situation. I don't know you. That's God. And if he's doing that to you, I say just fix it. You know what I mean? So you can become better. That's what I do every day. I don't sit here and complain and worry about things and being stressed out and being angry. I say, I could fix that. I'll only fix things I can control. If I can't control it, I leave it to him. Let him take care of it. I can't about to stress out on that. That's why he says, cast all your cares onto me because I care for you. Where are you casting your cares at? You casting your cares on yourself, and now you worry why you stressed out. Now you on head meds and you drinking wine and liquor every night, smoking weed, and you just trying to figure out a way to release what you're going through because you ain't dealing with it. Cast them cares on to him. And all you need to do is focus on things that you can control so you can get a better result. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. And like I always say, always keep it simple by keeping it out.